This is an amazing document. This, wow. Psalms, Esther, the Chronicles. Can learn so much. The recording of the kings of Israel. Samuel. Oh, ho! Samuel. Oh. And we go to the revealing at the end. The letters to the called out ones living in Thessalonica. Letter to the Romans. Luke, Dr. Luke, and John, the loved one. Woo! Zechariah, Ezekiel, wow. Jeremiah, the weeping one. This is an amazing document. Thank you, Big Daddy, for sending me Chuck Missler years ago to teach me the details and the precision, or some of it, that went into this document. This is a huge document, but this document we call the Bible is like the surface of the seas. You could get 18 years old and just spend the rest of your life traveling on the seas all over the earth, and you would see magnificent things. The sunrises, sunsets, the stars, the clouds, the waves, the stillness, the flying fish, the great whales, the birds. I mean, you could spend your whole life on the oceans and never see it all. And this is like the surface of the seas. You could spend your whole life reading, studying, digging, inspecting, and never get it all. But most of the life is under the surface of the sea. There's far more life under the surface of the sea than there is on the surface of the sea. This document, as vast and precise and magnificent as it is, crafted from outside Earth time, universe time. This document is just the surface. The life, the chai, is found under the surface, in the depths. People will take this and argue about it. There are levels, depths of levels of truth under the surface. One person or one group may get a revealed knowledge, a depth of truth under the surface that Yahweh, our Elohim, I call him Big Daddy, the one who is above all else, reveals to them. And then he may reveal another depth of truth to someone else or some other group. They're both truth. They both are revealed. They are both under the surface. And they're both, again, truth. And yet these people will argue. This is truth. No, this is truth. You're wrong, I'm right. You're wrong, I'm right. And they're both right. I mean, there's Reform Judaism, there's Conservative Judaism, there's Orthodox Judaism. There's lots of different flavors. And everybody thinks their revealings, their system is the only way, and everybody else is wrong. I'm more familiar with Christian circles. It's an argument. And these people will just get crazy arguing over the tribulation period. I mean, it's coming. We're all seeing it. It's getting more and more obvious every day. But they just get crazy over pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. There's the pre-trib camp that have been shown certain things. There's the mid-trib camp that have been shown another level of truth. And then there's the post-tribulation camp. And they all argue and fuss. We're right, you're wrong. No, we're right, and you're wrong. Oh, no, both of you are wrong. We're right. Really? There will be a pre-tribulation. Netchatef. There will be mid-tribulation. People that are taken up. And there will be a post-tribulation. Taking up. They're all right. Different depths of truth. The place where you get the depth of this document, this is only the surface. And you can't get it all in a lifetime. But the place where you dig out and mine the depths of truth is the heart of the author. The Most High One, the Elyon. His name is Yahweh, our Elohim. He's big, and he's our daddy. That's why I call him Big Daddy. If you humble yourself like a little child instead of arguing, fussing, fighting, I'm right, you're wrong. If you'll humble yourself like a little child and go to Daddy and say, Big Daddy, what does this mean? And what do you want me to do? Just like a little child. You can't go into the secret place of the Most High holding on to your religiosity and your absolute truth that you know and everybody else is wrong. No. That won't get through the door. You want to go into the secret place of the Most High, climb the mountain of Yahweh, oh, and be in that place of rest, peace, joy, goodness. Ooh, you have to let go of stuff. You have to let go of your religiosity and your beliefs and what you know about the Tanakh or the Bible. Maybe we don't know something. And we humble ourselves like little children. Just, Daddy, what does this mean? I've asked him a lot of times, what does this mean, Daddy? I saw this in here. What does this mean? For instance, whoa. I'm riding along in my car playing the New Testament on CDs, the Renewed Covenant, I like to refer to it as. And I'm playing it, and there was a story in here about this guy comes to Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, the Messiah. And he says, "Good master, what good things must I do that I might inherit this eternal high or life?" And Jesus said, "Why do you call me good? There's none good but the Father. The Ob, the Most High One. Why do you call me good?" Whoops! I stopped that CD player and said, "Woo, Daddy, 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 Daddy. I need to go into the depths. I need to, riding along here in my car, I need to go to you and ask you, what does this mean? And what must I do about it?" Like a little child. And he explained it to me. And it was, wow. It was like he just unveiled a mystery of the kingdom. Unto us has been given to know the mysteries of Big Daddy's kingdom. When you come up on something like that on the surface, stop. Turn to him. Humble yourself like a little child. Don't have anything in your hands, and turn to him and say, "Daddy, what does this mean? Why do you call me good? There's none good but the Father. What does that mean, Daddy?" Whoa. And he unveiled it. And it was, wow. I mean, I skim around the surface of this, and I asked Daddy, I said, "We got all these bones of these huge animals. We call them dinosaurs. What's the deal with the dinosaurs, Daddy?" I remember asking him that question years ago, 10 years ago, and he unveiled it, and it was cool. It was cool. It was the depth from his heart. He loves to tutor his little children. Now you can be tutored in religion and stay in your religion box and believe it and know that you're right. Your box is right, your group is right, and everybody else is not quite right, or they're just absolutely wrong. You can do that. But I like going to the mind, the heart of the Father, and stopping and asking, Big Daddy, here's another deal. You ready? This was really... Big Daddy doesn't ever seem to do the same thing in a pattern. He just doesn't do patterns. He's a lot more clever than patternistic stuff. And we like to get off in a religious box and say, well, this is the pattern. So Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah, the Mashiach Nagid, Messiah, the King, he's sent here through a miraculous birth. Wow. And there's a lot in here about that. And he's finally, through the word of his mother, released to do what he was sent here to do. And a blind man was before him. And he only did what he saw Big Daddy do. He only said what he heard Big Daddy say. See, when we get from here recorded words that Jesus spoke, you got to understand, Big Daddy, Yahweh, the Most High, the Elyon, spoke them to him, and he reflected or re-said. It was the mystery of the two-mouthed sword. We have access to that, by the way. So he only said what he heard Big Daddy say, and he only did what he saw Big Daddy do. So he spits on the ground. Here's a blind guy, desiring that he may see, to have his physical sight. And he spits on the ground, Yeshua, because he saw Big Daddy spit on the ground. And he makes some mud out of the spit and the earth. And he takes it and he wipes the guy's eyes with this spit-formed earth mud and tells the guy to go to a particular pool of water and wash his eyes, and he'll be able to see. Now, that is not patternistic. That is weird from our perspective. But if you will humble yourself like a little child and be an inquiring one and turn your heart toward Big Daddy and go into the secret place of the Most High One, the Elyon, and go in there like a little child and say, Daddy, why did you spit on the ground? Why did you do that so Jesus would see that, so he would do that and wipe the guy's eyes with this mud and tell him to go to a particular, and he's blind, he's got to have some help to get to that pool. Why would you do all that? And then he reveals a mystery to you. I mean, that's way better than religious box thinking. I have some good friends that are Jewish, and I love to talk to them about Judaism and so forth. And they know what they know. But so far, they're just not willing to stop and become like little children and turn to the heart of Yahweh. They just won't do it. I'm like, guys, why would you not want to sit with the author of the Tanakh? I love the Hebrew scriptures. Oh, on my computer, it's down there. I have an interlinear. Thank you again, Chuck Missler, for introducing me to interlinear. I have an interlinear. Every Hebrew word is literally translated. It's awesome. Every Greek word in the renewed covenant, called the New Testament, every Greek word is literally translated. Took a few years to kind of get the flow of how literally translated words flow, but wow, you can just click on one of those words and it'll expand it out for you. It's awesome. For instance, my favorite verse of the whole document is Psalm 91:1. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that word dwells. He who dwells. I clicked on that word. It's Yashab. Yashab. And then I clicked on the expansion of that word. And then I asked Daddy more about that word, getting different levels, depths of truth concerning that one word. I'm convinced that you could delve into that one word for your entire life and never exhaust all the depths of truth that are hidden within it. That's just me. Another word, chesed. Oh. But anyway, that word dwells, yashab. Yashab. Once I saw that word and saw it expanded out, I started seeing it all over the place. It's a very important word. Go look into Yashab. Whoa. Be an inquiring one, a little child of Big Daddy that just wants to know from his heart. He's seeking those who are wanting to be tutored personally by him. Come out of your religious box. Turn to the creator of all that there is and seek his place. And just have no agenda. Don't go in there with anything, because you can't go in there holding on to anything. Release everything. Humble yourself like a little child and turn toward him and just ask him questions. He loves tutoring his children. Loves it. He's seeking those that are seeking to be tutored, hand tutored by him. It's a fun thing. This, ladies and gentlemen, is awesome. But it's just the surface. There's way more life underneath the surface if you're willing to dive into the depths of the heart of Yahweh, our Daddy. This is the well message of the kingdom. It's the message that makes all things well. How would you like to have everything in your life well, at rest, at peace? Everything well. It's a new kind of coffee. I've been experimenting with coffees lately. Sun's not up yet this morning. Just thought I'd do this, but that is really good. Be well. How would you like to be well? How would you like for your mind to be well, your emotions to be well, your heart is well, your relationships are well, your relationship with Big Daddy is well? Don't you realize that you are a well? We are wells. We are reservoirs. We're always full. We're always full of something. Why would you not want to humble yourself like a little child? Get rid of your religion. I've done it. I've done I want to be full of this religion, this religious box. And I've been in several different boxes. And according to them, they were all right and everybody else was wrong. Then Big Daddy started saying, come sit with me. 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 And I finally did. And sitting with him, asking him questions and having him reveal mysteries of his kingdom, his perspective. See, he sees you way different than you see you. He sees you way different than others that know you see you. He sees magnificent things in you. He sees fabulous giftings in you. He sees what nobody else can. He sees you finished, completed, perfected. He sees you like him. He sees you as his little child, looking like him, thinking like him, talking like him. Do you see yourself like that? Go sit with him. Honor him. Love him. Desire to know him. His ways are above our ways. His thoughts are above our thoughts. And he sent us fabulous signs everywhere and the surface of the ocean. Jump into the deep. And be well.